This is Lamfur. This is a live performance. I just pulled this up myself. This was not on the list. Let's see what we got. It looks like it starts with an interview. I hope you're okay with it.
Votre album qui s'appelle Multitude et vous y avez mis des influences des 5 continents. Vous avez utilisé des instruments, des rythmes sud-américains, asiatiques, africains. Est-ce que c'est un hommage un peu à la culture globe-trotter transmise par votre maman? On sait qu'elle vous a beaucoup fait voyager.
Elle nous a fait beaucoup voyager en sac à dos et d'ailleurs, oui, non, c'est...
I want to come back to this point. Globe-trotting. Love that. His mother made him travel a lot. Listen to this point here.
Voyager.
Elle nous a fait beaucoup voyager.
She made us travel a lot with a backpack.
Voyager en sac à dos et d'ailleurs, oui, non, on a voyagé au Mali.
And then he names the place we went. I want to come back after we watch his performance and we kind of give our 2 cents. I want to come back to the traveling aspect and the worldview.
On a voyagé au Mexique, on a voyagé vraiment partout et elle a toujours eu cette envie d'aller voir ailleurs, quoi. Et moi, de la même manière, pour cet album, j'avais envie d'aller chercher des grooves. En fait, un truc que j'aime beaucoup faire, c'est vraiment chercher des grooves différents. On va prendre un violon chinois qu'on appelle les rues.
Un clavecin.
Un clavecin mélangé avec du baile funk brésilien. Et moi, c'est ça que j'adore faire, en fait, c'est mélanger des choses. En fait, l'idée, c'était vraiment de prendre des inspirations de partout, mais sans pouvoir pointer un pays du doigt. Parce que j'avais pas envie d'avoir un morceau bolivien, un morceau congolais, un morceau rwandais. J'avais vraiment envie de mélanger tout plein de choses.
D'où le titre Multitude.
Exactement.
Vous êtes multiples.
Voilà. Je pense qu'on l'est tous. On est tous multiples. On est plein de personnages différents. On a plein de personnalités différentes et on n'est pas résumé à un carcan, à une case.
Alors justement, si vos chansons ont un tel succès, c'est sans doute parce qu'elles
See, that right there is one of my friggin' favorite things about this guy. What he just said, we are full of different characters. We have different personalities. We are not summarized in a straitjacket or in a box. That's what I'm talking about. How many times have I gone off on a friggin' tangent because something we're watching or listening to just sounds like it was pumped out of the factory and it has no soul whatsoever? This guy is breaking the rules. He's mixing things that don't generally mix. He makes it work. He makes it beautiful. And then he takes it and he makes it make sense from like the position or the different pieces of the human condition. God, where have you been all my life? Oh, God.
tel succès, c'est sans doute parce qu'elle nous interpelle tous. Vous mettez en musique nos travers, nos contradictions, et je dois dire que c'est toujours assez sans concession. Vous n'êtes pas tendre, ni avec vous, ni avec nous.
Non, c'est vrai. Mais ouais, c'est ma façon à moi de... C'est comme ça que je vois la musique. C'est vrai qu'on définit souvent ma musique comme... j'ai souvent une musique plutôt joyeuse avec des thématiques un peu plus sombres, un peu plus tristes. Et je pense que c'est un peu comme ça que je vois la vie, quoi. C'est qu'elle n'est pas complètement blanche, elle n'est pas complètement noire. Il y a des moments difficiles, des moments plus joyeux.
We've literally talked about all of what he's saying the entire journey. He has exemplified this from the very first song, Minimalist Style, all the way to now. And he did it in such a way that we articulated it through the journey. Beautiful.
Et c'est toujours alterné, il n'y a pas de haut sans bas, il n'y a pas de bas sans haut. Et c'est la vie.
Vous avez aussi, pendant 7 ans, lutté contre un certain mal-être. Vous en parlez d'ailleurs sans détour. Dans vos chansons, vous parlez aussi beaucoup de solitude. Est-ce que la musique vous a aidé à vous en libérer?
Je suis pas tout seul à être...
Oh, bro, shut up! That was brilliant.
Dans vos chansons, vous parlez aussi beaucoup de solitude. Est-ce que la musique vous a aidé à vous en libérer?
Je suis pas tout seul à être tout seul. Ça fait déjà ça de moins dans la tête.
It's
Et
live.
si je comptais combien on est? Beaucoup. Tout ce à quoi j'ai déjà pensé. Dire que plein d'autres y ont déjà pensé. Mais malgré tout, je me sens tout seul. Du coup, j'ai parfois eu des pensées suicidaires et j'en suis peu fier. On croit parfois que c'est la seule manière de les faire taire. Ces pensées qui me font vivre un enfer. Ces pensées qui me font vivre un enfer. Est-ce qu'il y a que moi qui ai la télé et la chaîne culpabilité? Mais faut bien changer les idées. Pas trop quand même, sinon ça repart vite dans la tête. Et c'est trop tard pour que ça s'arrête. C'est là que j'aimerais tout oublier. Du coup, oui, j'ai parfois eu des pensées suicidaires et j'en suis peu fier. On croit parfois que c'est la seule manière de les faire taire. Ces pensées qui me font vivre un enfer.
One shot.
Ces pensées qui me font vivre un enfer. Tu sais, j'ai mûrement réfléchi et je sais vraiment pas quoi faire de toi. Justement, réfléchir, c'est bien le problème avec toi. Tu sais, j'ai mûrement réfléchi et je sais vraiment pas quoi faire de toi. Justement, réfléchir, c'est bien le problème avec toi.
Merci Stromae pour ce si beau cadeau. Ce titre qui s'appelle L'Enfer, il est sur votre album. Vous ne l'aviez jamais encore chanté en public. Merci infiniment pour votre sincérité.
Merci à vous pour votre accueil.
Didn't miss a freaking beat. Oh my God, bro. I can't. My heart is so full right now. Wow. And they were on it, because not only did we get the camera operator that gave us that POI halfway and then came back, but look at the background here. We start the POI and we slowly start to lose saturation in the shot, in the background. Look how bleak it is back there. Dude.
Merci Stromae pour ce si beau cadeau. Ce titre qui s'appelle L'Enfer, il est sur votre album. Vous ne l'aviez jamais encore chanté en...
I want to talk to this guy. I need to learn French and understand it. I want to talk to this cat. If anybody's got some pull, if you speak French or you got some friends or some money or something, he speaks fluent English. Yo! Somebody reach out to. I want to talk to him. Oh man. Wow. This is a guy that can articulate all the feelings. Now, he might need some time to kind of write it down, but damn. And I'm going to tell you where this comes from. This is the point that I wanted to come back to. When he talks about his mom, talks about traveling. Okay. She's talking about the album. You've put in influences from 5 continents. It's a tribute to the globe-trotting culture, you traveling, transmitted by your mother. So he did a lot of traveling with his mom as a kid with a backpack, basically meaning like they're not just like, no, they are moving. They are with a backpack, moving from place to place to place, traveling the world. Traveled everywhere. And she always had this desire to kind of see elsewhere. I'm going to make a very subjective statement, so take it for what it's worth. You get open-mindedness like this, you get a broader understanding of the world and how it works by going out there and experiencing it. Now, there's a spectrum to that, but think of it this way. If you live, and again, this is a massive generalization, right? You could call it a stereotype, but there is some truth to this, so just hear me out. If a person lives their entire life only exposed to their family, no television, no internet, their family in that house, imagine the type of mentality that person will have, what they will think about the world outside. What will they not know about or understand? Will they know who BTS is? Will they understand what a concert is? Probably not. They might not even know what instruments are. I mean, we can get really, really in the weeds here, but I want you to take that first basis and understand that their knowledge and understanding of what it means to be a person is very limited. Now, if that person then leaves the house and then lives their life in their town or their village, they will have a broader understanding of kind of how the world works, but only within the confines of that town. So their knowledge and their understanding is literally limited by their own walls and guardrails, that life keeps them there. The more you expand those walls, the more you open up understanding of people. I think that his gift, whether it's the lyrics, the music, the mixing of instruments, the messaging, the philosophy, the humanity, the empathy, the compassion, this guy is brilliant. He's artistically brilliant in so many levels, and I fully believe that that has a huge, it's so due to him traveling the way he did, because he experienced the world. And I'm going to guess that because his mother was a globetrotter and made him do it, that she had a lot of the same mentality, the same philosophy. That's my guess. Now, Tasia is right. The internet does change this quite a bit. The internet opens us up to a whole bunch of other cultures, so that is absolutely true. But the massive caveat with the internet is that you're still kind of at the mercy of the information coming in and the filters that may or may not exist of where that information is coming from and how it's been twisted. That becomes really tricky, right? So when you go to a location and you speak to somebody in a restaurant or in a bar, or you sit down with a family in their home and you begin to understand what that culture looks and feels like, that is as true as it can be. Now, of course, you can get a very different perspective if you go to the next house down the street, because they might have different values and different philosophies, for sure. There's always going to be a lot of like give and take and bend and stuff. But the point is, the more open-minded you are, regardless of why, I think, oh man, how do I even say this? Because so many people will disagree with me. And the reason I say that, like full disclosure, I feel like I'm trying to checkmate and out chess the people that will sit on one side of either a political or religious or ideological spectrum, and they've made up their mind. They've already decided that their way is the right way, and everything that I say about being neutral and compassionate is complete bullshit, because the world isn't really that way. I don't believe that. I've traveled the world a lot. I've seen a lot of things. I've met a lot of people. I've had a lot of wild experiences. And while there are, there are exceptions to every rule, I think it's pretty safe to say that most of us, most of our days, most of our moments, we're doing okay. You can walk outside and you can walk down the street and you're going to be okay. Not every day, but most days. I really do believe that there's more good than there is bad, but I think the bad exists. The way that he puts his art together, he acknowledges the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, and the fact that sometimes the music sounds happy, but it's got some darkness to it. There's a sadness to it sometimes. And I think all of that has to be acknowledged. This really might be one of my favorite deep dives that we've ever done. Maybe I'm saying that because it's right here, right now, in a very Jesus Jones kind of way, but I really do. If there's a way that I can manifest just having a freaking conversation with this guy, I really want to make that happen. It's not going to. I'm just saying I would really love that. To pick this guy's brain. Oh, man. I'm so impressed. Yeah. Having traveled a bit, 99% of things I've experienced was positive. The world isn't black and white, and opinions should be different and respected either way. But to respect the other, you must have empathy first. Very well said, Nines. Very well said. Yep. Liz, again, very well said. The odds are that we're going to be okay. I remember somebody telling me, and I really love this. It seems a little cliche, but I really do love it. Somebody said, in the end, it's going to be okay. And if it's not okay, then it's not the end. Kind of love that. Yeah, even if you don't, he's shown you a lot of his brain. Yes, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that there are people like this that have this gift, and they're able to share this gift with the rest of us. Art is such a subjective thing, and to be able to have an idea in his brain and then turn that into something, whether it's just music or vocals or both or choreography, some type of messaging, put that together in a way that we can then consume from all around the world at the same time, and then have these discussions about what it means to be a human, what it means to live life, what the bad looks like, what the good looks like, and the fact that we all experience all of that. It's just a matter of when. If I could describe this whole journey tonight, this deep dive into Stromae, I would say one thing, and that would be wow. That's all I got. I know I said a lot of words, but wow.